Mr. Pal, Mr. Jasubhai. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to the participants in different time zones of the world. That's the new normal for this webinar, which is on the online platform. I, as chairman of CAB of Powerworld.ie 2021, am honored to welcome all the esteemed guests and audience to this 3-day International Energy Show on the theme, Energy Transitions with Progressive Decarbonization. Energy is a key driver to economy, it is known to all of us. However, with the industrialization in last century, energy use suddenly jumped to new heights, resulting more and more GHG, especially carbon dioxide emissions. Higher greenhouse gas, that is carbon dioxide mainly, concentration in atmosphere, leads to new challenges to climate change pattern across globe. In this context, IPCC, created by the United Nations in 1988, first came out with a report which conclusively set its agenda that climate change is anthropological, that is man-made. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, that is UNFCCC, was soon thereafter signed at the UN Conference on Environment and Development, UNCED, informally known as the Earth Summit, held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992 and entered into force on 21st of March 1994. From that summit onwards to the upcoming COP26 in Glasgow, the world community has progressed through Kyoto Protocol in 1997, as well as various conference of parties known as COPs, including the landmark Paris Agreement during COP21 in 2015. The goal set by the world community for itself is to limit global warming preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels. The energy transition is a pathway towards transformation of the global energy sector to progressively decarbonize the energy sector. The energy transition involves shifting from a system based on primarily fossil fuels used by the world community today, that is oil, gas, and coal, to one dominated by clean, renewable electricity. Its aim is to reduce energy-related carbon dioxide emissions to help meet global climate targets. The energy transition also requires new systems, new technology, new and expanded networks, and new storage systems. Inevitably, these requirements require a large investment in equipment as well as systems, but these also necessitate a large involvement into education, knowledge to teach the people, especially the upcoming generations, on how to build and use them. Decarbonization literally means the reduction of carbon. Precisely meant is the conversion to an economic system that sustainably reduces and compensates the emissions of carbon dioxide. The long-term goal is to create a carbon-free global economy. Decarbonizing the energy system involves replacing the fossil fuel, as I have already told, currently being used, with energy sources that emit far less carbon dioxide. And that sets the context of this conference being organized from today. This event has been planned and designed with the objective of bringing some of the best minds together from the industry and a great learning opportunity to all of us to reach progressive decarbonization. I extend my warm welcome to our chief guest, Sri Suresh Prabhu sir, Honorable Minister, Honorable Member of Parliament of India. He is an ace administrator with great panache, and we are honored to have his presence today. He has led many reforms and initiatives in various positions as the Union Minister and in other key functions. As the Honorable Union Minister of Power from 2000 and 2002, I personally remember Sri Prabhu contributing extensively in the areas of power generation augmentation, policy measures, rural electrification, encouraging investments in the sector, T&D reforms, and sustainable power development. I have been personally encouraged and enriched by his wisdom and guidance. His contributions in other fields, like the Minister of Railways and as Minister of Commerce and Industries, are also so big that it is not possible to enumerate in a short time. Sir, once again, I welcome you on behalf of the organizing committee to this and the Indian fraternity to join us, and look forward to your guidance and blessings.
Mr. Prabhu, let me also be, part of the welcoming committee from Chemtech. It is so good to see you. When I got started, I think you were having a little bit trouble with your hearing and the mic on that technology. So welcome, sir. It is a great pleasure to have you. For many of you may not know, but Mr. Prabhu's involvement with Chemtech starts from the very beginning when my father started in 1974. He has been a great supporter, almost a brand ambassador, and a true friend of the Chemtech Foundation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Jasubhai Maulik, and nothing less can be said about him. Moving forward to Mr. P.K. Pujari, the chairman of CERC, has worked in power sector for almost a decade in different positions, including Secretary Power himself. He was involved in developing policy framework for participation of private power utilities in generation and distribution. I extend a hearty welcome to Sri Pujari for this to this forum and look forward to his address and wisdom. Sri Gurdeep Singh, Chairman and Managing Director of NTPC, is spearheading India's energy transition as head of India's flagship power generating company, NTPC. We at NTPC are going through a very exciting phase of energy transition, which is very challenging too, under his leadership, which is a great experience for all of us. We look forward to hear more about the vision and new initiatives taken by Mr. Singh towards progressive decarbonization of power industry. I am pleased to have with us Sri John McKiernan, the head of Innovation Pipeline from ESB, Electricity Supply Board of Ireland. It's a national power company Ireland, which is a vertically integrated utility. And I look forward to learn about the global energy transition and how ESB as a EU country is leading the transition of power industry in Ireland. I had the opportunity to get a glimpse of his knowledge and wisdom during a global innovation conglomerate in Berlin known as Free Electron a couple of years ago. Welcome, Mr. John. We are glad to have with us Sri KVS Baba, the leading chairman and managing director of POSOCO, to ensure integrated operation of Indian power system to facilitate transfer of electric power within and across the regions and transnational exchange of power with reliability, economy, and sustainability. I also welcome Mr. Derek M. Shah, the dynamic EVP and head power division from Larsen & Toubro. Sir, the conference has been planned with support from Sri A.K. Jha, former CMD in charge of NTPC and the convener and the member of Central Advisory Board. Cognizance has been taken from the trends that will drive the transition of energy industry and will significantly impact the ecosystem across the energy spectrum. Over the last 3 days, the conference has a stellar, over the next 3 days, the conference has a stellar lineup of globally renowned subject matter experts who will deliberate on the topical issues, technology innovations, and enablers, emerging trends, and new applications in the journey of energy transition. Energy transition of power industry has to be a unified effort which cannot be achieved by working in silos. It requires a holistic and all-inclusive approach across the value chain to drive the change. I congratulate Sri Maulik Jasubhai and his team of Chemtech Foundation for organizing this digital edition of Energy Transition to bring together the stakeholders from the entire energy spectrum, including the mid and small size players from the allied sectors who are a major part of the energy ecosystem. I once again welcome all the esteemed attendees and wish an enriching learning experience over the next 3 days of this International Integrated Energy event. Thank you.